Oh, we're live. Jason, we're live. Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Here we are in exciting Crook County. It was an exciting day in the school district office. Not because it's just great weather, but we have some interesting news. So Dr. Hoff, welcome to Friday Fireside Chat.
Yeah, good to be here. We made it through a week.
It was a busy week, wasn't it? And in the background, we have Jason Carr, our communication director. And do we have Stacy on today? No, Stacy. Okay. So the three of us are running Fireside Chat today. And there's some things to talk about. There's some things related to COVID that we need to get out to the public. And then there's some our incident here by the district office today. We have some discussion on that, and everything turned out safe, just to give you the heads up front. And then we've had some great things happening in schools, and we have more details on summer school today. So should be a good little talk, and hopefully get some information out to you. Hopefully we'll get some parents coming on or some community members and get some questions, and we'll make the Fireside Chat today a fun chat. Dr. Hoff.
Yes.
A compliment for you. One of our friends out in the community was talking about the person who comes on Fireside Chat with me and how smart you are. So would you like to highlight some of your
oh man,
and give us a graph?
Everyone gets like, you gotta, I'll take the compliments when I can get them. All right, I'm hearing you want to
Good thing to be smart, Dr. Hoff.
All right, so let's get our weekly chart up here. And I will make it big, so hopefully everyone can see the numbers. All right, the chart in front of you?
I can see the chart, I can see the lines, but I cannot see the numbers.
Okay, let me try to zoom in a little bit. Does that help at all?
Maybe you could just read it to us.
Yeah,
I think the important thing here, the important thing is that it is sloping back. I mean, it is taking a trend back up. And
yeah,
and when I say it's COVID impact on the school district.
Yeah, so this blue line is the entire county. So that shows the entire number of cases in the county. So the lowest we ever got was back here in late February, 11 cases in the county. You can see since then it's climbed up, and for the last 2 weeks combined, we're now 36 total cases. So it definitely is going the wrong way. We want to see this number go back down, and we've been talking with our health department and our nurses. You see the blue lines going up, and also this is the number of students quarantining. So we had 25 students quarantined over the last. So we definitely want to do everything we can to get those numbers back down. Some good news on these lines is this yellow line shows the number of actual positive students in school, and there were only 3 positive cases over the last 2 weeks. And we're still at 0 positive teacher cases. So those are 2 things we are definitely encouraged by. But we are seeing those lines, this blue and gray line, head in the wrong direction. So I believe we just wanted a reminder to our community, our families, that we got to keep these precautions up. We got to keep doing everything we can to keep those numbers down, because it does look like it's starting to climb in the wrong direction.
So I think one of the important things to bring up today is that if your child has symptoms of any kind, that's a signal that you should keep them home. Just give them a day or 2 to see if that increases or decreases. If they come to school and then the symptoms continue and they find that they are experiencing COVID-like symptoms, they will be sent home, and then anyone with whom they have interacted will also be quarantined, which is a big impact on our students, and we want to minimize the number of quarantines if we can. So just know if your student has symptoms, and that is loss of taste, loss of smell, cold-like symptoms, a fever. Many of our children don't get a fever, they just have the symptoms that are somewhat cold-like, and they may have chills, just achy. There's kind of a stuffy nose. Of course, it could be a cold, and we don't want to assume everything is COVID, but just keep them home and see how that goes, and then get them back to 100% and then send them back to school. We love to keep our attendance up, but we know that if we're going to keep COVID out of the schools, we have to keep anybody who is experiencing symptoms at home. So please just read that as parents and keep some kids home. We still require masks. Right now, we know that masks will reduce the number of COVID incidents, and our kids do interact with each other, no matter how much we try to keep that distance. So the masks are required, and the masks are helpful. So just do what you can, and we will keep cleaning and make sure our schools are really sanitized. And if your kids have symptoms, please keep them home. Anything else, Dr. Hoff?
No, I would just say, man, Dr. Johnson, I think we have the cleanest schools in the state. Our
They look
custodial
amazing.
staff is the best, simply the best. They are great people, and man, I don't know if I have, but I would eat off those school floors because I know they're that clean.
There's going to be a test on one of our fireside chats where we put food. I'm just teasing, Dr. Hoff. I'm not going to make you eat off the floor, but it is fun to challenge you.
No, we've got great custodial staff. Man, they sanitize. They go above and beyond, so we're clean.
So today, we're going to ask our director, Jason Carr, to come on. But today we had a little bit of excitement down by the district office, and we take safety seriously. So we ended up making a call into the police, and one of the things that we are I can say this personally, I'm very proud of, is our quick and proactive approach in communicating. So thanks, Jason, for the work you did on that today. It was great. And let's clue people in what happened.
Yeah, well, there was a guy that was, walking down the street with a gun.
It was actually on this hillside, not to interrupt, but
yeah. And living in a small rural town, that generally is not that disconcerting, but we do have children here in the district office through High Desert ESD, and then of course Barnes Butte isn't too far away. So police were called in just to check it out, and kind of turned into a bigger incident than I think we anticipated. But show some pictures here of police out on Laughlin. They're just outside the district office, right behind Ray's. You can see I took this other picture from the yard of the district office. So police took care of it pretty quickly. We did put Barnes Butte on lockout, and in fact, I had a member of the media call and say, "Was it a lockout or a lockdown?" And so that's good that the media understands the difference. And you guys can help me out here, but essentially, a lockout is less severe and is more just, hey, we lock the doors and we don't let anybody in until the incident is over. So luckily, everything turned out fine, and there was never a threat to Barnes Butte or to any of the other schools. So the police, our law enforcement agencies responded really quickly. So thanks to them for taking care of it and keeping everybody safe.
It was impressive how quickly the police responded, and we knew really soon that this region was not a threat to our kids. So that was impressive, and we do appreciate the partnership of the local police and the sheriff. It was reassuring to know that they can respond so quickly and just check things out and make sure that our schools are safe. So it was a interesting event, but I think there were some good things that came out of it.
And if anybody's interested, there I did post on our district Facebook page in Barnes Butte the press release from the police department. So that information's there. There was the guy was arrested and charged with disorderly conduct. So you can go on to our Facebook page or the Prineville Police Department's Facebook page and read the information if you're interested.
Thanks, Jason. And as you know, if you need information about something that's going on, check our district website and check our Facebook pages. They're very responsive, and you can get information very quickly off of those sources. So, and another exciting thing that happened this week was that we are now getting planned and prepared to go into a trimester format next year. And so, Dr. Hoff, do you want to speak to that?
Yeah, so based on, we've sent out a number of student surveys and staff surveys and parent surveys to really get a sense from our stakeholders on what they've liked in terms of the changes that we've made, like a later start at the high school, longer classes, fewer days. And in working with the high school administrative team and them connecting the other principals, they proposed that we make a shift to trimesters, which means next week at the high school, it'll shift to a 5-period day of 70-minute classes, as well as a late start at the middle school and high school like we saw this year. Believe it or not, Dr. Johnson, the high schoolers and the teenagers really liked the 9 o'clock start up compared to, that'll be one of those positive things we carry forward. There also is a lot of benefits to the tiered transportation, the less congestion between Crooked River and the middle school in the morning. So a number of reasons. The school board went over all the details at their meeting. It looks like there'll be a few calendar changes for next year. So we'll get that out real soon. But again, all these changes are for next year. So, but really exciting stuff. It's good to be able to hear what people wanted and adjust what we're able to offer to meet what people want.
So around the region in Central Oregon, there's most of the high schools had already moved to a later start in the morning, and ours still started early. And due to the impact of the pandemic, we had to shift our start to late in order to make our transportation work. And we found out that there's some really good things about that. So we wanted to continue that. And then one of the things that we noticed at the middle school was that when the little students over at Crooked River start earlier than the students at the middle school, the traffic congestion was way less. So there's some unintended consequences of changes like this, and we're hoping that we can work through each one of those and that we can make this a great experience next year. So it is spring, and it's a beautiful day, and it's a time when students get back on their bikes and they start riding around our community. So schools play a role in making sure that in making sure that students know how to safely ride bikes. We have what's called a bike rodeo, and I'm going to let Jason talk about some of the donations that have made a big impact for our kiddos in the last week. And
Okay, so
Jack, I will come back to your question. I see it on there.
This was really, really cute. Made my day the other day. So Crooked River, every day during PE class, each kindergarten class came in and basically rode bikes. The PE teachers, AJ Pickart and Aaron Woodward, worked on building this program, and they bought these Strider bikes, which sit really low to the ground. They don't use training wheels, but kiddos that haven't learned how to pedal can use their feet, sort of like the Flintstone style, right? So they can use their feet, and then once they get their balance, they can pedal. And so they set up an obstacle course at the bus loop and put them through that. So Scott Porfili at SMAF Construction donated about $5,300 to buy the bikes. And then the Prineville Police Department and the fire department came together and bought helmets for every kindergartner. So that was really cool. So I'm just going to show a quick little video here of the kiddos running through the obstacle course at Crooked River the other day.
Good. Use your pedals. Oh, thank you. I like your bike.
Let's go, Mama! I'm watching you. You're doing really good.
All is right
Well,
with
there
the
you go.
world.
Yeah.
All is right with the world when you have the little ones back on their bikes for spring. That's great.
Yeah, so the Miss Woodward and Pickard plan to do this every year, and the goal is to teach kids how to ride bikes so they get outside and spend less time on their digital devices. So that's a big part of the push of the program as well. So,
Jason,
Yes,
did you
great.
say that was the Prineville Police Department donated all the helmets?
Prineville Police and the fire department came together, and yeah, they donated all this. So every single kindergartner went home with their own helmet, brand new helmet this week.
We've got the best, what do they call it, emergency service, the police, the fire department. They are just great people doing great things. We are so lucky to have them.
Yeah, it was fun to watch.
Thanks, Jason, for that fun video. So I see Jack has a question and asks if Crook County Schools uses the Oregon State Health Survey. And the answer to that is our students have the option to take the Oregon Health Survey, or they can opt out of the Oregon Health Survey. As far as using it, that data is used by our health department. I don't know of us using that data in our schools, though. So I don't know, Jack, if I'm answering your question, but we do allow students to take it if they opt in, and I know that that data goes into a data pool in the region. Dr. Hoff, it is a beautiful Friday afternoon. Do you think we have anything else we need to share with parents and community members?
I was just going to give a quick shout out. The elementary K-5 Summer Blast program. We already have, I believe, over 300 students registered for that. So that is very exciting. Going to be a really cool program. So it's not too late to sign up. We will continue to, if you didn't get a chance to sign up in the window, don't worry, get a hold of your school and we can get you registered for that. If you're the parent of a middle school or high schooler and you're wondering about things are available for them, we've got a lot of cool things planned that we're really excited about. On May 3rd, we're going to release all the information and the registration links. So middle school, high school parents, if you're interested in summer school, that will come here May 3rd. But know that there's some really cool stuff planned. And the dates for the middle school will be the same as the elementary, June 29th through July 29th. So be looking for that May 3rd.
Dr. Hoff, can I bother you just to read off some of those summer experiences that kids will be engaging in?
I'm on it. Give me 1 second. I'll pull them up here and
I will jump back over to a follow-up question from Jack. Are parents aware of the content? Parents have the option to look at the assessment, or I guess it's a survey before students take it if they want to do that. So I I don't know how many parents ask about that or how many parents opt in or opt out, but I will, Jack, I will follow up on that and I will get some information back to you.
All right, Dr. Johnson, are you ready for the middle school, summer school options, at least what's being planned right now?
I want to hear them. I think it's pretty
All right.
exciting. So, you know, we have two goals in our summer school. One is for students to just have some experiences with academics and for students to also have some experiences with the social and the and just some fun, right? To just have some fun with their teachers and in their school. So,
all right. If I'm a middle schooler, here are some options. All the more details will come out May 3rd, but what's looking out is rockets and drones session, science and baking, intro to guitar, yes. Wood shop, sports and fitness, stage free theater, forensic science, art, robotics, coding, t-shirts designed to done, so a t-shirt creating, which is really cool, outdoor exploration, ceramics, and dragster racing. I don't know what that is, but it's like fun. I might sign up for that one. And at the high school level.
Okay, go ahead. Well, I just want to say something. Can I interject something
Okay,
here?
at the high school, yeah, of course.
I just want to say that teachers go into education because they really want to be with students. So teachers designed all of these sessions for the summer, and I think it's pretty cool that teachers and kids can look forward to this.
For sure, Johnson. They are doing at the very end. They are hoping to do an incoming sixth grader kind of orientation camp, which should be really cool. So for kids that are kind of one in middle school, that way they can get a sense of the school, meet teachers. Those transitions are. Are you ready for the high school?
Very good. Ready.
All right. Your high school options, just make sure I get these all right. You'll have kind of your traditional credit recovery options to get caught up on credits. But in addition to that, we've got the art of yoga. We've got an intro to martial arts, intro to coding, outdoor leadership, and that's with Nate Denton and Kelly Beebe. I know that one's going to be a ton of fun. Spanish culture, guitar, outdoor recreation, a garden kind of clean up yard work one. I would sign up for that one. And they're also looking for weightlifting. So
heard it here. Dr. Hoff is signing up.
I've got it in my blood.
I just Dr. Hoff is signing up. We're running over the top of each other today. That's probably one of the let's see, one of the dangers of doing it when we're not sitting side by side. But hopefully it won't be long before we can be sitting side by side. So we have a question from Audrey. Is there going to be an 8th grade send-off for incoming freshmen, like an 8th grade graduation type thing, Audrey? I think there's a celebration planned. I don't think they call it graduation here. That was kind of carryover, but there will be a celebration, I'm sure. That is a tradition here, and there will be one. The other thing that the high school's offering, did you already say this, Dr. Hoff, that they have the Freshman Academy in August?
I was going to at the very end, so they're doing an incoming freshman seminar, kind of like the middle school's doing an incoming 6th grade one. So freshman orientation camp, which should be very cool.
Dr. Hoff, you were asked to repeat the 6th grade orientation one.
All right, let me look at my little chart here. So as it looks right now, remember, these will all be finalized and confirmed on a incoming sixth grade orientation is on the schedule, July 6th, 27th, 28th, 29th. But more details, don't mark your calendar. These aren't finalized. These are in the kind of brainstorming sessions. And May 3rd, we'll finalize all these dates for you. But the middle school does plan to do an incoming sixth grade camp, so that kids that are fifth grade with the middle school before they start.
Okay. I'm looking at my agenda and it looks like we hit everything and I don't see new questions. I invite anyone who does have questions though about any of the topics to reach out to me, and I promise to get back to you. And if you need questions answered, we will make sure that we get you answers and do the research that you need. Okay, we have a board meeting tomorrow, a planning meeting. Our board puts in an incredible amount of time, and you need to know that that is not a paid position. They get no compensation for serving on the board. It is a volunteer position, and they are amazing people who put in many, many hours, and their work is so important. So just want to put a shout out to the school board, which is Scott Cooper, Doug Smith, Patty Norris, Gwen Carr, and we very much appreciate them and look forward to being with them tomorrow. All right, Dr. Hoff, what are you going to do this weekend?
You know, my parents are actually coming to watch our kids, so we're heading out for a little bit. I get a little R&R.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
It should be fun. It's always good to have the grandpa and grandma close by.
And I'm sure they're super excited about doing it, so that's cool.
My kids are loud, so they're in for a treat.
Well, I'm sure grandparents love being with their kids, so I'm sure it'll be really cool. All right, friends, we appreciate you, and we are grateful that you're here with us today, and we will sign off until next weekend, and we'll come back to you with more information about Crook County School District, and anything you need in the meantime, we are here for you. So have a great weekend, and we'll see you soon.